Hi guys, how are you doing? I'm so excited. If you noticed, this is not our normal setting. So today we are going to be baking a cake. I'll first start with the dry ingredients. So in this recipe, I'll be using 1.5 cups of flour, which is equivalent to 24 tablespoons. In case you're wondering, I'm using all-purpose flour. The next step is sifting the flour. Then you add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Baking powder helps in leavening. Then you go in with a pinch of salt. I actually put a lot of salt, but at least I was able to get away with it, but it should be a pinch. So the salt helps in flavor. You then mix the dry ingredients together and ensure that they are fully mixed. We now get to our wet ingredients. So in this recipe you'll need 4 eggs, 1 whole egg and 3 yolks. The yolks help in the moistening of the cake, and this will make our cake to come out as moist. You now beat the eggs as hard as you can, and if you have a mixer, this is the best time to use it. I beat mine for around 2 minutes or so. You then add a cup of sugar, which is equivalent to 16 tablespoons. You then add the sugar to the already beaten egg, then you whisk as hard as you can for around 2 to 3 minutes. So this is the consistency that it should be having. You then add half a cup of oil or melted butter or melted margarine that can also be used, then whisk as hard as you can. So in a case where you'll be using butter, kindly use unsalted butter. And that's it for the wet ingredients. You'll now add a fraction of the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients and some milk. Then you whisk together, and you'll be doing that until the dry ingredients and the milk end. You should be using half a cup of milk. At this stage, you'll change and use a spatula to mix, and if you do not have a spatula, a wooden spoon will work as well. So this should be the consistency, and the reason as to why we changed to using a wooden spoon or a spatula is that it prevents us from over mixing. You now add a tablespoon of vanilla essence. Yes, a tablespoon will be enough. This is one of the products that just a drop will go a long way. So guys, I added passion fruit, which I regretted later. Well, for the tart taste, it was really nice, but the issue was the seeds were too hard. Okay, so I would suggest not to add the passion fruits. So the next thing is preparing your baking pan. So you should brush with oil or margarine or butter, whatever you choose. Then the reason as to why you do this to your pan is to prevent the cake from sticking. You then add a little bit of the all-purpose flour all over your baking pan, and then you remove the excess. You now put your ready cake batter into your pan and make sure it's leveled. Shake just a little bit to remove the air bubbles, and please do not shake too much. So this is what we'll be using as our oven. Most of the coal should be placed on the lid, and kindly put your lid down or else you'll be burnt. So guys, on a bigger sufuria there is sand which is already warmed up. Then you put the cake batter, the pan with the cake batter, and then the lid with the hot coal, you cover it up. Then you just take it and put it on your jiko, and on the jiko you should have left just a little bit of coal, and the pans are aluminium. Then wait for your cake to cook for 1 hour. As we wait for our cake to bake, I really wanted to talk about that word that I posted on earlier. Well, don't mind my hair, you know, totally betrayed to be Rasta, hey. Salt of betray, na 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 na. Anyways, so that word was you can never have and then be. You must be and then have. So what this simply means is that whatever you really want to have, the feeling that it's going to bring, you should be having that feeling already. You should, for example, let's say you want to be rich, okay? So you think that when I become rich one day, when one day I become rich, I'm going to be happy, right? But this means that you're not happy right now because you don't have the money yet, right? So actually what you should not be like that, because you have to be happy right now so that later on when money comes you'll be happier. What I've learned from many personal development books is that materialistic things really don't bring the feeling that you think they'll bring. You have to be that person that is happy, so that when these things come, you are more happier. When you're angry, when you're depressed, when money comes, you are going to be angrier, you're going to be more depressed. Your feelings are going to be doubled, okay? So for example, let's say you want good friends. You yourself, you have to be that good friend so that you can attract good friends. Let's say you want to be a nice partner, wonderful partner, one that gifts people. Guess what? You have to be that person so that you can attract a person who's like that, okay? So yeah, Yeah, I've explained the meaning. So what I'll leave you with, watch your words for they become, watch your thoughts for they become your words. Watch your words for they become your actions. Watch your actions for they become your character, and watch your character for it becomes your destiny. Okay? Yeah. So thank you guys for coming to my little TED talk. Yeah, today I'm not going to edit this clip. I'm getting used to talking to the camera, so please bear with me, okay? Don't come at me and tell me your stammerings do what. Do you know how weird it is to talk to a camera and no one is around? No one is around. For real, guys, you look like a mad person. Hey, you're talking to a camera. Hi. Anyway. So guys, this is how it came out. I'm happy with it, and for your information, if you're not using an oven, at the top it will not brown, and so it's still hot. After it cools down, I'll cut it and show you how it looks. I let it cool overnight, and when I woke up I found my parents had already eaten the other part. But overall it was yummy, delicious and moist. So we've come to the end of this video, so kindly subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Give this video a thumbs up and comment down below if you're going to try it. You can also tag me on your Instagram stories. I'll leave all my details on the description down below. So till next time, bye.